to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Is there enough gas in the tank for William Byron? Off turn 4 comes William Byron. Does he have enough? You betcha he does! William Byron!
William Byron just did something wild. On August 3rd, 2025, he drove a NASCAR race without stopping for gas for 144 laps. That almost never happens, and he didn't just drive, he won. At Iowa Speedway, with everyone watching, Byron pulled off one of the longest runs on fuel in NASCAR history. No one saw it coming. Fans were shocked. Teams were confused. Other drivers couldn't believe it. This was the Iowa Corn 350. It was part of the NASCAR Cup Series. It took place at Iowa Speedway, which is a short track only 0.875 miles long. The race had 350 laps. That means drivers had to circle that small track 350 times. And somehow, William Byron managed to stay out for the last 144 laps without a single fuel stop. Most drivers need to stop around every 100 laps to fill up. Not Byron, not this time. Byron won the race by 1.192 seconds. That might not sound like much, but in NASCAR, it's enough. Chase Briscoe came in second. Brad Keselowski was third. Ryan Blaney finished fourth. But the real story wasn't the podium. It was Byron's fuel tank.
So good! And Hendrick Motorsports celebrate. William Byron wins the Iowa Corn 350, powered by ethanol and powered all the way to the line.
Byron led the race for 141 laps. That means for over 1/3 of the race, he was in front. He led the first 67 laps and then again at the end when it mattered the most. There were a lot of yellow flags during the race. Yellow flags mean caution. Cars have to slow down. That helped Byron save gas. While other drivers had to pit and refuel, Byron stayed out. This was Byron's second win of the 2025 season. He also won the Daytona 500 earlier in the year. That win was big. But did Iowa win? It was historic. It was the 15th win in his NASCAR Cup Series career. After the race, NASCAR officials picked 4 cars to check closely. They call it a teardown. It's when they take apart parts of the car to make sure everything follows the rules. Byron's car was one of them. So were the cars of Denny Hamlin, Ross Chastain, and Ryan Blaney. They didn't find any problems. Because of this win, Byron moved to first place in the NASCAR point standings. That means he passed his teammate Chase Elliott. Being first in the points is a big deal. It shows who's the best over the whole season. Byron spoke to NBC Sports after the race. He said, "Man, how about that for some fuel mileage?" He also said the team had a hard year. At Michigan, he made a mistake. At Indy, they had a bad pit stop. But in Iowa, everything clicked.
Man, that was, how about that for some fuel mileage? It was just, we've had our fair share of, things not go our way with fuel mileage, and just super thankful for Rudy, all these guys, all the engineers back at the shop, and just this whole race team. We've been through a lot this year. It's been a lot of growing pains.
The race strategy was wild. Teams had to make fast choices. Briscoe started in first place. He had a strong car, but near the end, he couldn't catch Byron. He said, "I probably made a boneheaded move there with about 10 to go." He tried to get clean air, but it didn't help. Keselowski said post-race about how the end of the race unfolded. "We had so many yellows there in Stage 3 that it got the NOR 24 and the NOR 19 to where they could make it on fuel pitting way outside the window, and we just couldn't get back by them." Blaney was also surprised. He said, "I didn't think he was going to make it. He was going way too fast to make it. He thought Byron would run out of gas, but he didn't." Byron's team trusted their numbers. They believed the car could make it. The yellow flags helped slow the race down. That made the fuel last longer. Still, driving 144 laps on one tank was risky. It could have gone wrong, but it didn't. The win changed the playoff picture. Byron's win pushed him to the top of the standings. Before this, his team had been fast but made mistakes. Now, they proved they can get the job done. Experts looked at the race and saw how smart Byron's team was. They led early. They waited. Then they made their move when it counted. The yellow flags were a big help, but the team still had to take the risk. NASCAR picked Byron's car for teardown because of how far he went on one tank. It surprised everyone, but the car passed. No problems found, just good planning. This race wasn't just about going fast, it was about thinking fast, making choices. Briscoe said he made a wrong move late in the race. Keselowski and Blaney both said Byron's team used the cautions better. The Iowa win was big for Byron. It wasn't just another trophy, it was proof. Proof that his team can make the right calls. Proof that Byron can win in more than one way. Daytona was about speed. Iowa was about smarts. Now the season keeps going. Byron heads into the next race with 2 wins and the most points. Other teams will be watching. They saw what happened in Iowa. They know Byron isn't just fast, he's smart too. The Iowa Corn 350 will be remembered for Byron's bold strategy. Most drivers wouldn't risk going that far without gas. But Byron and his team did, and it worked. That's what made this win so important. With this win, Byron reminded everyone why he's one of the best drivers in NASCAR right now. He beat the odds. He made his fuel last longer than anyone expected. He made smart moves when others were unsure. He didn't let past mistakes stop him. As the season moves forward, this race will be a turning point. Teams will look back at Iowa and remember the day Byron did the unthinkable. 144 laps, no fuel stop, big win, big moment, big message to every other driver on the track. For more updates like this and in-depth coverage on every development from the NASCAR Cup Series, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment from the track.